Hello and welcome to a very short discussion of Chapter 23 of Kate Constable's Crow Country. Now, there's a bit of action in this chapter here. So the two children, Sadie and Walter, have made a couple of choices and they've learnt a few things in the last few chapters, and now we're building towards the high point in the action. We're building towards the climax, so there is a lot more action in this particular chapter here. Alright, let's have a look, see what they do. Instead of going off to the football, they convince both Ellie and David that they've got to work on that project they were talking about, and it refers to their oral history one that they mentioned before, or that they used as an excuse previously. And here, I think the idea that they're using the word project as an ambiguous term. It is a project that they've got, but it's nothing to do with school, and it's nothing to do with what Ellie and David think it is, but it's certainly a project for them. So it's a good use of that terminology. As we get to the bottom of this page here, this quotation is important because it really does capture something about Sadie's character. Sadie had a few moments of panic when she thought they'd taken the wrong road. She checked the map, but had forgotten to bring it with her. She was scared, even if Walter wasn't. Breaking into other people's houses wasn't the way she normally spent a Saturday afternoon. Maybe it would be a good thing if they were lost. Then they could go home, or go and watch the footy, after all. Have a sausage in bread and cheer the Magpies. I think Sadie, in her heart of hearts, doesn't really want to go through with this, even though she knows she has to. And you can see that sort of turmoil that's depicted in there with her desire for things to be a little bit different. So it tells us a lot about Sadie and what motivates her, and how she makes decisions about what is right and what is wrong, and how she acts on those. Let's keep going. This is much the same sort of thing, really, in terms of Sadie's motivations and how much she's grown, and this reflects on her relationship with Lockie. And it says, Sadie was stung, not now, not since they yelled at us, not since they wiped their boots on the stones, not since they shot the crows. Listing the Mortlock's crimes fired her resolve, and she grabbed the top of the gate and clambered over. Come on. It's almost as if listing or remembering all the things that the Mortlocks had done wrong to them, it spurs her on, it gives her some sort of motivation to go and do what she needs to do. And it shows that she values people with integrity more than these people who have let her down, or these people who have wronged her. And it's a little ironic that Walter has integrity, but he and Sadie are about to break into someone else's house. So, it is all about motivations, and does the ends justify the means? And in this case, I think Walter and Sadie believe that it does. Let's keep going. The next quote. Let's have a look. Now Sadie verbalises her concerns to Walter just before they're about to break into this house by saying, "This is burgling," said Sadie. She fetched the box. "Not if they leave the window open." "I don't think that's right," said Sadie doubtfully. She's uncertain of what it is she's about to do. She feels a sense that what she's doing is wrong. So this is a good side of her character, but again, maybe the ends is the justification. So like Clary Hazard from her dreams, even though she knows that she is doing something wrong, she feels it is for the right reasons and therefore justified. Now this quote here, when they're trying to work out what it is they're looking for, has an interesting bit of description attached to it. "How should I know?" Sadie shivered. Though the house was empty, she felt as if a crowd of ghosts were watching her. And there's a little bit of irony in that simile, because she is being watched, and everyone's being watched all the time, essentially, by the spirit of the crow. Let's keep going. This one here, where they discover the the stolen things from the things that were stolen from the clever man. Right at the back of the cabinet, almost invisible in the shadows, was a pile of bones. A shock like an electric jolt ran through Sadie's body. Without intending to, she groped for Walter's hand, and he gripped hers, both of them mute with horror. Now, there's definitely a rise in the tension here, and you can also see how this helps bring these two characters a little bit closer together. Her instant reaction was to seek out Walter for a little bit of comfort, so it shows the strength of their relationship in this passage as well. But they didn't expect to find this. They didn't expect to find bones. I'm not sure what they did expect to find, but it's a pretty horrific discovery for these two. Now, I won't bother going through this particular quote here, but I do like this one at the end that describes how Walter moved as quick as a flash of a lizard's tongue. It's a great simile, and it relies on that iconic Australian image of the lizard and the flicking out of the tongue as well. Well, I hope that I've highlighted some of the key quotations in this chapter for you. I look forward to analysing the next one for you. This has been an ETV production brought to you by Printable Catholic College.